Thanks for tuning into the channel. So, I'm going to be talking about some stocks today, and I want to know, are you invested in the market? And if you're not, let me know down in the comments down below why not. Let me know your opinion, right? Now, I've been investing in the stock market for over 10 years. I've been able to build some wealth off of it. So I definitely think it's a great way to build wealth if you're investing in the right things. Now, I'm not a professional, just sharing what I do, sharing my opinions, and hopefully helps you build some wealth and make some money. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get into it, right? This week's an important week if you keep up, with what's going on in the world. The Fed's meeting is going to start tomorrow, Tuesday. If you're watching this video, it will be on Tuesday, but I'm recording Monday night right now, and it's a big week. Now, the market already has priced in that the Feds most likely are not going to cut rates. Now, it'd be great if we got a surprise, in the Fed did cut rates, but most likely that's not going to happen. That's not what's expected. If you don't believe me, you can go ahead, go on Google. You can do some homework, right? You can do some research yourself and find out what the experts are saying. And the experts are saying, hey, the market's priced in right now that we're probably not going to get a rate cut, right? Even though the president wants one, I agree that we should probably get a rate cut. Most likely, we're not going to get one, but hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, we do get one. That'd be crazy. That'd be really good. The market it wouldn't be crazy. It's just, it's not expected. So it'd be like a really big shock, and that really make markets go high. But we won't know, till Wednesday. It'll come out what they decide. But most likely, again, it's not priced in. So what they're looking for is guidance. Like what are they gonna say? What's gonna come from this meaning forward guidance? Are we gonna get rate cuts later in the year and how many? And that's what we're looking for. Now, some people are saying, hey, they're thinking we're going to get rate cuts in September, right? After they see, is inflation going to go up with the tariffs? Because we've had a lot of things go on in the beginning of the year, and some of those things have happened in the beginning of the year. They're saying we haven't had enough time in the year to see the effects. So all the tariff things that were going on and that are still going on, how's that affected inflation? And we don't know how exactly it's affected. We haven't had enough months in the year yet. And that's one of the reasons why the Feds are going to be hesitant, most likely, to not cut rates yet. They were predicting that they'll probably be more likely to in September, because by September they will see if inflation's gone up over what's happened earlier in the year with tariffs and things like that. And now with the news we recently got about the war and stuff, oil prices are shooting up, and that can also affect inflation. So we really don't know what's to come for the rest of the year 2025, because we've had so many unexpected things happen, right? A lot of people expected us to have had rate cuts last year and more this year, and we had a lot of curveballs. But that's what we're looking, what are the Feds going to say? What are they thinking about the future? And if we can get some good news that the Feds are predicting we are going to get rate cuts in September, and they actually talk about that, that's going to be very positive for the market, and you're going to see the market go up. Investors are going to like that. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Now, you may be wondering, which stocks do I invest in? Which stocks do I put my money into to make some money? Now, I'm going to share the ones that I'm looking into, the ones that I have. But again, remember, I'm not a professional, but I'm sharing what I'm invested in. That way you are aware of it, and you can do some homework in these and decide if it's a good fit for you or not. Now, the one of the stocks I actually invested in this one Friday. I saw it in the red. If you've been watching stocks, you probably already heard about it. You're probably familiar with it. It's AMD. Okay. Go ahead, do me a favor. If you're not familiar with it, go on Google, check it out, right? Do some homework on it, do some, you know, learn how to start doing some research on these things. But I bought AMD on Friday and it was going under 117. So I bought it at 116 and some change. I don't remember right now exactly the change. And today, Monday, man, this thing shot up. This thing went past 127. I actually sold it at 127. I did a limit order, and right when I saw it over 127, I said, "Oh wow, I think this thing's gonna go higher." I was watching it, then it started to drop and went under 127. It almost got down right back to 125. So I said I think this is gonna go up because it was still early in the day. It wasn't even lunchtime yet. So I said, you know what, I'm not gonna I feel confident in AMD. I feel like it's going to go higher. So even if I don't get out of it today, I'm okay with it because I believe it will hit 127 or higher. So I went ahead and did a limit order, and later I got that text that boom, my order filled, and man, that's always good to see. So I made some money today. So I do invest long term because that's very important and that's really going to help you build your wealth long term. But I also invest short term. Now, you may want to do what I do. You might want to do both because the reason I do both, I'm a believer that, hey, if I make it to retirement, I want to have a nice nest egg to enjoy my retirement years. But if for some reason I don't make it to retirement, right, I want to live right now in the moment as well. So I think of living in the moment, but preparing for the future because you don't want to just forget about the future because, hey, if you're around for it, it'll be here before you know it. And if you're not prepared for it, you could find yourself having to work a job that you don't want to, right? How do we avoid that? By investing. If you're around people that are telling you not to invest, look at how they're living. If they don't live the way you want, if they don't have what you want, maybe you need to do something different. And that's what I like to talk about. It's doing things that you may not be used to. A lot of people are not used to saving, investing, and things like that. Investing in paper assets is a great way to build wealth, of course, if you're smart in your investments, but that's with everything. Everyone talks about how you can make a lot of money in real estate, and that is true if you're investing in the right real estate and you're making good real estate deals, right? If you're making poor investments in real estate, you're not going to reap the benefits of real estate. And that goes with everything else. Of course, I just use the real estate as an example. Same thing with stocks. If you're investing in small companies that are huge risks, you're doing no research, then most likely you have a high chance of losing your money. How do you avoid that or minimize that? By doing research. So one stock that I bought that I'm a believer that is going to go higher, even though I sold today, is AMD. And I am going to keep an eye on it because if I find an opportunity, which I believe it will have a pullback, I will buy it again and make money short term. Now, you may be wondering, do you have any long term? I do have long term stocks that I'm a big believer in that I believe are going to really increase my money. And the one that I invest in heavily long term is NVIDIA. So that's definitely one to check out. So NVIDIA, I don't do shorts on. I hold that long term. So NVIDIA is the one I do long term. AMD, I've been doing short term. Now, you may be wondering, is there any other ones that you're doing short term that maybe are under $100? And there is SoFi, right? And to me, that's a technology company, but it's banking basically. And I think a lot of the younger generation that's used, to the smartphones or used to the computer and used to doing things online, they're really gonna like SoFi. So SoFi, I think, is a great company that's trading under $20. It's actually under $15. I bought this one a while back. I think this is a great opportunity stock that you can make some money short term, and I also think it's one that you can hold long term and really reap some benefits. So I wanted to throw this one out there. This one I hold right now. I have not sold short term. I don't know if I'm going to keep it long term or sell it short term. And short term is any stock that you buy and you sell within 12 months. And there are stocks that I have in my portfolio that I don't plan to sell 10 years plus, and there are stocks that I buy with the focus of selling the day of or the week of, but I plan to sell it within 12 months, right? Or sooner. A lot of times I try to sell it the same day. If it goes up a dollar or two, depending how many shares I have, I would usually get out. So I do some short term, but these are some stocks that I think are not only great short term, they're also great long term. So definitely do some of your homework because I'm not a professional. I just shared, what I've been doing, and I hope that helped you. If it did, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you're thinking of investing in. If you're familiar with the ones that I'm talking about, are you in those? Let me know in the comments below. I really like to know what you're invested in, what you think about the companies I mentioned today. Also, if you could do me a huge favor, smash the like button if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification button. That way you're updated every time I upload a new video so you can be informed about what I'm doing, what I'm investing in, And if you can subscribe to the channel, new channel, I really would appreciate it. Well, thank you again for watching this one, and I'll see you on the next one.